And welcome, guys, to All in Our Heads podcast with me and my boy, Joe Fernandez. This is a special episode. If you're a new listener, you're getting a special episode right off the bat. Right off the bat, you're getting a special episode. Joe put together clips and highlights and funny segments we've done over the past year and a half.
Yeah, we figured for the New Year's episode, instead of just recording a regular episode, we'll just give you highlights of the past year, some fun moments of the show. And then we'll take this week off, and then we'll get ready for our new 2018 All in Our Heads podcast.
Right.
It's a good sampler for new listeners to get an idea of what we do, all the dumb conversations we have to week that people seem to enjoy.
Yes. If they are new listeners, Joe, what's the best way they should listen to us?
We prefer you listen to us with the Laughable app for iPhone. It's not available for Android yet, but go to laughable.com/download. You can also sign up there to get notified when the Android app is coming out. What's good about the Laughable app is that it's you can subscribe to mine and Mike's podcast, the All in Our Heads podcast, as well as our individual pages, and you can listen to other podcasts we're on, as well as other comedians' podcasts that you would like. It's just a great way to find all your favorite comedians being on podcasts. But you could also listen to us on iHeartRadio, which is a favorite app of ours, or always iTunes.
And there's other apps out there like Stitcher and all those other apps that podcasts are available. So
yeah, and also if you're a new listener or old listener, we occasionally go live on Facebook. So go to facebook.com/All in Our Heads podcast, and like that page, you'll get notified when we go live and we interact with our audience. So that's a fun new aspect of the show.
It is fun, and hopefully this year we'll do it even more.
Yes. So I want to wish everybody out there a happy New Year. Hope your Christmas was good.
Absolutely. Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great holiday.
So listen to this episode. It's all highlights from 2017's All in Our Podcast. We'll see you guys in 2018.
What is that? What is it? All in Our Podcast.
I said All in Our Podcast?
Yeah, we didn't. You left the word out. Heads.
Oh, heads. This is the type of shit you're going to get with the All in Our Heads podcast. So
enjoy the show.
See you in 2018.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
What was that? You were singing the songs? What was this?
I was trying to do the country songs. How easy it is to come up with country song lyrics. Still has the same themes.
Yep. You just got to get the cadence.
Yeah, the cadence.
And then you can do anything. I
didn't remember bum, bum, bum. Trying to get
But can't do it again.
Can't relive that. Can't relive it.
But that's kind of I was dying. That was
cornbread going on the skillet in Grandma's house. Cornbread and pickup trucks and beers at Grammy's house.
Doing everything that could possibly be Southern. Everything. Yeah. Biscuits and every word that you could think that a Southerner would say.
It was summertime on the ranch at Pappy's, and we was gonna do it again.
Ranch at Pappy's. We're so Jersey that's the words we use. Chicken coop and stuff.
Dipping corn in the butter in a red Solo cup. Got a summertime in Atlanta. You just got to take objects they use, vehicles they drive, and places they go, and put it to that cadence. Corn biscuits, girls, and a summer trip down to the lake where my pappy lived.
And someone related to that right there. Someone in the South's like,
Yeah. Mama once told me that I was the one who's gonna herd all the sheep. I don't know.
Sheep.
shirt on the sheet. You try one.
I can't, man.
You can do it. You grew up in the South.
Yeah, I know. It's too personal for me.
Well, that's why you should try it.
No, you're better at it.
Corn licking truck driving, bull riding, guitar playing at Pappy's in the summertime.
You just use any word that you think is a Southern word. Like you don't. Some of them you're so Jersey that these words don't apply to anybody, but in your mind, they're exactly what is around every Southerner's house.
Highway 17, the smell of gasoline, corn cob on the stove.
You've used corn.
I picture corn is very country to me. Biscuits and gravy and grits on the pot. What?
You used corn in 4 songs already.
Biscuits and gravy and grits on the pot. Give me some Southern terms and I'll make them into a song. I'll freestyle. Give me some Southern words that are true, and I'll try and freestyle them.
Okay. My shed.
A shed.
Porch.
Shed, porch.
Field.
Field.
Field. Horse.
All right, my memory's not that good. We got to keep these to a minimum.
All right, there. Horse, field, shed, and porch.
Sitting on my porch, stick my horse in the field. What else you gonna do on a porch but sit?
Everybody's sitting.
Sitting on the porch, look at my horse in the field, thinking about I'm gonna shoot him in the shed. I got them all in there.
Huh?
I got them all in there. Porch, field, horse, shed.
Got it all. Yeah. You got it all in.
I think country people sit on the porch a lot.
Oh, I know.
Sitting on a swing of Sitting on a swing at grandmama's house. She is cooking corn in the stove. Pop it on the grill, baby, burn it all crisp, then we'll go dance on the floor. A horse in the field that's sitting by the shed, it's going to be almost dead.
He's sitting too. Everybody sits in its corn in the South.
Red pickup truck in a case full of beer. Mama don't know that I am queer. It's a very modern country song. Very modern country song.
Modern reveal party.
Yeah, modern reveal party. Country reveal party. Well, you didn't give me any. You're just like that's all you know of country. You're like field, horse, shed.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking of words that they would say as I'm down there. Okay, tobacco, tobacco.
Spitting tobacco, feeling kind of wacky. Got my case of beer in my truck.
Just drunk.
What?
Case of beer is your go-to. I'm just looking at your go-to.
All right,
word.
tobacco.
Case of beer. You got truck,
corn,
Grammy, and Pappy's house. I mean, that's
what do they call them down there? Pappies, right? Isn't that like a country grandpa?
Well, yeah, if you're fucking, you got a corn pipe.
What'd you call yours down there?
I call my grandfather Pa.
Pa and Ma just sitting there making
I didn't call my
corn.
grandmother Ma. I call my grandma the nanny.
The nanny?
Oh, not the nanny. It's not Fran Drescher. It's just nanny.
Okay.
It was nanny and Pa. For me. Other people call me Mom, Papa.
Nanny and Pa.
Go on. Sitting somewhere, right?
Yeah. Nanny and Pa sitting in the field looking to the sky with me all day. Sitting in a hammock swaying back and forth. I love the USA.
I'm dying.
Red, white, and blue stars all in the sky. I never want you to die. Nanny and Paul just love me how they all make me corn all day. I don't know. I had to throw corn in there. I could be a country singer, maybe. Lyric writer, at least.
Absolutely. A country lyricist, without a doubt.
I think I want you to try it once.
I don't know if I can. I'll laugh.
No, of course. Oh, this is a comedy. You're supposed to.
I know.
Of course, we suck at it. That's why it's funny.
I can't do it on demand. See, this is the part of the acting thing I can't do.
Just do the twang, do the rhythm.
I know how to do the twang.
Nanny and Paul just sitting there on the log.
Stop sitting. Can you get them up and moving around?
All right, I'll do a song. I'll do a country song without them.
Fields and watching the horse. Like they're just sitting and eating corn.
They won't sit. There'll be no corn. Mama, wait, no. Nanny and Paul just stirring the slaw, getting ready for pulled pork.
Is this a commercial for Roy Rogers?
Okay. Well, they make slaw down there, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, they do. Slaw. Stirring the pot, making slaw.
Well,
Both my grandmother and grandfather were doing that. I was just sitting in the pot, stirring it, making slaw and pulled pork.
Paul's in the pickup. Paul's in the pickup, just bringing us down to the lake, and we still by the shore. Paul got the fishing pole, put the bait on it, and we sat there and told many stories.
Just walk people through a whole fish, how to fish. Had a pole, put the bait on it. Then
told me about gutting and hunting and stuff and all kinds of other stuff.
You can just do that.
Yeah, we gutting the fish and hunting the deer. He told me don't grow up to be queer. Paul told me that I'm a big old man, that I could be anything I can. Mama in the kitchen cooking beans all day and stacking a pile of hay for the horse in the field that we'll look at from the porch, and we won't sit down all day.
I think if we do have anybody in the South that's listening to us, at first they were like, oh, they're funny. And then now they're like, wow, they really think we're retarded and we just eat beans and corn and dry pickups.
It's addicting to write country music. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
We can revisit this in the future when I'm better, and then you can come up with some ditties yourself.
Yeah. So maybe go to hold of like Leanne Rhymes or something like that.
Leanne Ram.
Leanne Rhymes. Leanne Rhymes, right?
I like her.
How seriously, God, she's swell.
She was. I haven't seen her in a long time, but I still like her. Back when she was rhyming.
How about Mandy Moore? Do you like her?
Oh, do I? Mandy Moore, This Is Us, fucking singing and shit. Fucking love that shit.
People who don't speak in public for a living, man, it's like it's not that easy. You could develop this, like you think you're going to talk. It's like you go over the conversation in your head how it's going to go, but what if it doesn't go like that? Are you able to adjust on the fly? No.
Wow, that happens to me. I feel like that's happened to me almost every time. Like I've planned to like argue with a girlfriend. Like I had like all my shit tight lined in my head, just lined up, and then she'll just throw one thing, and I'm like, what? The fuck? Or like the way they're able to like get mad at you, and you're like, how are you getting mad at me? I'm mad at you.
Yeah, right.
You're mad at me for expressing my feelings? Now I hurt your feelings, but now I'm in trouble? Hold on. Halftime. Let's go back to our locker room so I can just have somebody in the corner like throwing water on you. What the fuck was that? I don't know, man. I just told her I want to speak about something. I started laying it out, and then she hit me back with a bucket on mean.
women are great. I don't care what any woman says. They're professionals at twisting it.
Oh yeah.
Immediately, and you can see it. And the problem is men are too. We don't like to be punked or chumped out. So as soon as we see a girl flipped it on us, we have to acknowledge it. Yo, don't try to flip that on me, and that only makes it worse because you're like, I'm not flipping anything, and then you're like, now you're caught into this world, and you're no longer even on the argument you were trying to have anyhow. You were trying to talk about going to the Yankee game, and now we're on the fact that she flipped it, and you read into too much. No, oh no, we're not going down. Oh yeah, you're going down that road.
Yeah,
you might not want to go down that road, but you're going.
Yeah, because any girl that's with me long enough knows that I think I'm a piece of shit myself. So it'd be like, Joe already thinks he's a piece of shit. If I just nudge him in that way, he'll turn on himself and then leave the room talking to himself. Then I can watch TV again. So it's just like, hey, I got to talk about something. Then 5 minutes later, I'm just walking out. I'm such a piece of shit. And then you hear their TV on mute as you're walking away. Yeah. Fuck. I woke up in such a good mood, liking myself. Honest goddamn.
Or like as you get older, though, you're smart. Smart men, you get older, you start to realize.
No. Or like, here's the thing: every girl ever, no matter when I wanted to have a discussion about something that was bothering me, it was always like, now at this, like there was never, whether it was morning, afternoon, like if it was like a weeknight. I gotta go to work tomorrow. We're gonna have this discussion now. I'd be like, all right. Right. If it's the week, it's my day off. We're gonna ruin my day off with it. Like, no matter what time, they would get mad. I couldn't even get to what I was because they would get mad at me for bringing it up at whatever the wrong time was. I'm like, can I have your argument schedule?
Yeah, really.
Can you please let me know when that train comes in? Because
I've tried every time of the day, and it doesn't seem to be the right time. So.
I can't do it in the morning. She's like, I'm trying to get ready for work. You're going to do this to me now? You're going to send me off on a...
Gotta go start my day off like this?
Be like, can we... All right, honey. I'll give you... We're going to fuck up my birthday. I know it's... Okay? But you better be ready for March 28th. Because I don't give a fuck what you going on that day. It's my birthday. And I want to argue with you about everything since my last birthday.
So you're going to make me ruin the day that I think is special for you because I love you.
Yeah. God. What do you want for your birthday? For you to listen to my grievances. That's all I want. I want your undivided attention wrapped up in a bow. I want my yearly grievances aired on my birthday. It's the only time you'll let me argue. And then I can try and turn it on her and be like, well, you yelling? It's my birthday. Why are you yelling at me? You yelling at me? It's my birthday? I think I just found the key that I've been looking for my whole fucking existence.
Write that down.
I'm 41 years old, and it's like, my birthday should be argument day.
Exactly, because it's not ruining her day.
It's not ruining her day, because it should be my day from morning till night. Right. From midnight to midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
My day. It had nothing to do with you. You should let me win because it's my day. You're going to upset me on my birthday.
On my day?
Kind of a me. See, and this goes to prove, man, why are we even together if you're going to ruin my birthday like that? Just give me one. You have the whole year. I'd trade you. I'd love to be right all year, except one day. Sounds intoxicating.
Funny. You were in a bad mood or just like a cranky mood?
Cranky. Fucking cranky. I'm like, fuck it, I'm buying fucking peanut butter cookies. I don't give a fuck. That's what I just did.
You're like a gang member.
No, what I'm saying, I've been trying to eat good, and it was either me or my diet. Something was dying today, so I chose diet. I'm not, fuck that. It's just the fucking winter blues, man. Fucking clouds and shit. Fucking and then I couple it with a couple of panic attacks during the day for no reason, and then
we are. And that's peanut butter cookie time.
I wanted to get crumb cake, but they were all out. Usually when it rains, I get crumb cake.
The deli was out. The deli.
Right, so I got peanut butter cookies, which are kind of nice.
They're not. But I get when you're
They're
in the
not
mood
crumb cake, but...
Because that's soothing.
Oh, crumb cake with the crumbs and fucking...
Like, where they got the name from?
Yeah, but like, it's like, you know how like crumb cake is usually like cake and then crumb? Like,
yeah, well, I get it. They say it in the name.
Yeah, and no, but the crumb is so much thicker than the cake. Like this baker was like,
that's why they lead with crumb.
Yeah, but sometimes you see where it's like mostly cake, little crumb, like Entenmann's or some other one.
No, they're fake.
This pastry chef was like, I'm just putting cake here just for aesthetics. Like,
I'm just putting cake because I'm having the balls to call this crumb cake. If I don't have it, it's just going to be called crumb.
Yeah, which I would buy if you say, here's a bag of crumb.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I love bags of crumb. I say we take away the cake. It's just a waste of calories anyway.
There's a market in town, and they have I don't know where they get their crumb cake from, but they have crumb cake with, I would say the crumb portion is probably 1.5 inches thick, and the cake portion is about 1/2 inch.
Mm-hmm.
And the crumb is like, when you bite into it, it's like kind of gooey. It's not like, it's
kind of hard and crunchy. It's like buttery and shit.
Yeah, it got a little buttery, like, and it smushes.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, after we doing this podcast, I might have to go up to the deli and get one. I'm into the market and grab one.
No, if it's snowing Thursday, I'm fucking getting crumb cake in the morning before they sell out. I'm holding it for the afternoon. So if I'm gonna be snowed in, I'm eating that shit. I wanted to ask you because I saw you post something about, it was a funny joke you wrote about dating apps, but now you're using LinkedIn or something.
LinkedIn?
I forget the wording of it.
I said, you're at reach bottom when you're considering LinkedIn as a dating app.
And I'm sitting there, I laughed out loud when I read that. It was pretty funny. But I'm like, are dating apps just that bad? Like, because I never had the dating app experience. And I remember when they first started coming out, people were like, "Oh, it's fucking Tinder, man. You meet broads so easy wherever you're at." But apparently, it's not.
You know what? I'll tell you why. I don't have any luck on the dating apps, but the reason why I said the joke is I opened up an email that was a LinkedIn email. You know what I'm saying? This person's waiting for your. And I went on, and I haven't been on LinkedIn in fucking a year. So I just went on, and I had like 87 people asking me to add them on LinkedIn. There was like a couple of hot broads who are on my Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, I haven't seen this girl in a while." And I wound up going on their Facebook, just looking at them, like, I forgot I even had her as a friend. And I was like, "Wow, imagine I'm using LinkedIn as like a dating app. Like, I don't have any work for you, but can we go to dinner? Like, really, I don't need your tax services."
You want to tell me about
You
want to tell me about corporate strategy over milkshake? What do you say to me? I don't know. It says you've been corporate strategy since 2002. I don't know what that is, so I figured maybe you can tell me about strategizing corporate nations and stuff. What? I'll unfollow you.
I'm just.
Yeah, I follow some people. They change jobs so much. They're like, congratulate so-and-so on their new job. I'm like, I thought you just did that like 2 days ago.
What, is that on LinkedIn?
They'll send like a notification. Congratulate so-and-so on this.
Oh, really?
Or
okay.
It's fine. It's weird. Yeah. But actually,
the dating apps are. I don't have any success with them. I think they're very successful if you're just banging and you're younger and you're just banging it out.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy that people come across my profile and go, I want to fuck him. Nobody wants to just fuck me. It's not that guy. So I'm the guy who I wouldn't mind getting to know him. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what these apps are for. It's all about fucking. And I don't give a shit what any you hookers can fucking reach out to me that you want to and tell me how it's about love. You're full of fucking shit. And I'll tell you why. I was on Match.com. I've joined Match.com like 5 different times and then canceled it. And I'll fill out the profile on Match.com. I answer all the questions, and even like fill out like the tell us about yourself. I'll do all of that shit and get nobody interested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody interested. And then I'll see a girl and I'll read her profile and I'll fucking comment about her profile and actually show that I'm reading. I'm not just looking at your tits. You know what I'm saying? I'm like actually reading your profile. And I kind of like, what you said about music, and I'll say something and get no response on the emails. They read it and don't respond. And you're like, you're not looking for anybody. You're looking at a picture that you want to fuck, period. And I'm not going to think about it any other way. And so I'm not going to give that vibe off. I just don't. For whatever reason it is, I'm not attracted like that. People don't look at me and go, I want to fuck him. It just hasn't ever been my thing, unfortunately. So these websites, all of them, and then all of them, they're all the same. Every fucking app is the same. So just useless to me. I keep 2 apps, swiping apps, and that's just because when I go to the bathroom, it gives me something to do.
Now that's a commercial. Tinder, I want to go to the bathroom. It gives me something to do.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I could never, I couldn't even imagine having to do that shit again.
Yeah,
it must be good, though, being in your 20s and that shit coming out, though. Like,
oh, my God.
I had that shit I was a slob in my 20s without that, with AIM and fucking GeoCities and fucking.
My 20s sucked, but my 30s were fucking on point. I did have dating apps in my 30s. All of my numbers came in my 30s. My 20s were slow because I was fucking insecure. Fucking any girl who said she liked me, I wanted to be in love with her. Like I was sucked in my 20s.
Yeah.
In my 30s, my shit was on point. I wasn't insecure. I felt great about myself. I didn't need a woman. It'd be nice if you want to hang out with me, but I don't need you.
That's when they want you. That's the best.
Oh, it was the best.
Being that friend.
And now I'm not. I don't need, and I don't want. Now I don't need or want. It's just I do want, but it's like I don't want it enough. Apparently,
it's amazing how that works, even when you're not even trying to do that. Like that old story I told you about that really attractive girl that was hanging out with me just as friends, so beautiful, going to see movies with me, and she was just so attractive that I'm like, you would never even think to try. And she goes, just one night,
right?
When are you gonna try and fuck me? And I'm like, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't. But like me acting cool, like turned her on. But I'm like, no, I just fucking hate myself. But you took that as you took that as
cool.
You took that as game.
Being insecure and not worthy.
I'm all insecure that she thought this guy's got game. It's like, wow, you're starting to make me believe in higher powers and shit.
It's like my porn star girl, who she's more than a porn star. I just call her that so you know who I'm talking about. She texted me today talking about how she wants to wants to hang out. This girl says to me, I really want to make out with you in real life. Like,
be like, I want to make out with you fake real life, all types of lives. I'm actually making out with you right now. I don't know you know that.
But her doing that today, I walked through like Dunkin' Donuts, like through the streets. I was like, "What's up?" Like, like,
you're giving
confident as fuck.
Oh yeah,
what's going on?
Oh yeah. When a girl gives you that type of confidence, it's just
because it's so funny. She tweeted something. She said, "I tweeted something at somebody," and then she tweeted like a minute later and said, "But ... I want you to fuck me." That's all. She didn't tweet at me. She just tweeted that.
Yeah.
And then I texted her right about 10 minutes earlier, and then she responded. She goes, "Oh, my God, I was just thinking about you." At that same time, she put that tweet out. I'm like, "Oh, I wonder if that tweet was about me." I didn't say anything. And then she goes, I'm like, "Was it good or bad?" She goes, "It started out innocent, but it turned naughty, but then my cat jumped in and got me distracted." I'm like, "Oh, nice." She was thinking naughty about me.
Yeah.
And that just put a little pep in my step.
Oh, yeah, man. You just start walking. Y'all like, what's up? A little strut going on.
Start pushing black dudes. Move out of my way.
Do a little sniff before you drink your coffee.
Yeah, you got to sniff.
Yeah. Fucking. How you doing over there? I just sniff while I'm feeling good about myself.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's amazing what little it takes for us to feel good. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's all you need, just a little bit of attention from a pretty girl, and you're like, I can take over the world. I don't like.
I don't know Obamacare. I'm fucking healthy as an ox. Like,
yeah. That's why billionaires keep like all those girls on their boats and shit. They're like, this just making me feel good.
Yeah.
It makes me want to do shit, take over the world. Hot.
Well, I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were talking about, like, you know, me dating, and like the person said to me, you know, you went out with that one girl, like I went on a date with somebody you made out with. I'm like, yeah, but it didn't work out. I didn't get her point. And she was like, no, but those kind of things happen. And like when I'm attracted to somebody and they're attracted back, that fucking feels good.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I was going to talk about this before. I'm like, you know, and I know we've talked about it before, how a lot of women are attracted to me. I'm not saying people aren't attracted to me, but I'm not attracted to them. That's not right or wrong. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And how I'm supposed to correct, oh, look at what I am attracted to. Well, dude, that's like a 10 and you're like a 4. Okay, let's say that's true. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Gay guys are attracted to gay guys because they're gay. What are you making? You're going to force them to not be? I know some people like Pence would like them to go through rehab, but let's say you're not going to be able to change that gay guy and he's going to want to fuck another gay guy. I look at a hot girl or a girl that I think is hot, and I'm attracted to her. And you might be like, wow, she's out of your league. True, very true, but I still am attracted. Mm-hmm. What do you want me to do? Am I supposed to like somebody I'm not attracted to? I don't know how to do that.
Nah.
I can't get my people to react to something I don't think is attractive. I have to be attracted.
Yeah. I've been attracted
So when somebody I am
yeah.
attracted to plays back, it makes me feel good.
Yeah. I've had girls flirt with me that made me attracted to them. Like, they're like, wow, you've become attractive because it, like, made me feel good about myself.
It could definitely that happens too. Like I was talking to Dan Wilson. You were talking about online dating. I was talking to Dan Wilson. I think we talked about this before too. Dan Wilson was like, I'm glad online dating didn't exist when I met my wife. And he's like, because I would have filtered her out. I would have never met her.
Oh,
and
totally.
She would have met me because we would have checked off all the filters of things that we like, and we would have never saw each other.
That's why I'm glad I met my wife the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, so he was like me and my wife weren't even attracted to one another physically, but we hung out and something happened. So I get that that's a possibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not ignorant, but if you want me to pursue you and text you and say, hey, let's go out, want to go for dinner, there's got to be something.
Yeah,
there
you have
for
to
me.
have attraction. I liked Kerry from like the moment I saw her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, not the exact moment, but like I was, you know.
Well, you saw her and you was like, oh,
She was very pretty and you know,
right.
not a girl that I would typically go up and talk to because she was really
Right.
pretty. And, you know, I fucking turned to a retarded person around 41. I'm like, hey, all right, bye-bye. What? I don't know, that short kid with a hat just walked by me mumbling some shit. I thought he was cute, but I didn't realize he had special needs.
I think he's looking for his mom.
There's a place by my house that does made-to-order donuts. So they have all the toppings. So they're small. They're like $1.50 a pop. These little donuts,
Okay.
and they're fresh and warm. Then you could put whatever topping you want, chocolate or glaze or.
Okay.
They have this list of toppings, bro. It's fucking.
Is it doughy good? Like the donut
It's
dough
like
is
the
good?
cakey one.
That's what I like, man.
Bro,
I don't like those airy kind that are like fluffier. I don't like that.
I gotta take you there. It's right up the street from my house. It's
I
right
can
in
do a
Denville.
cakey donut, yeah.
But they're small. Like you're just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. You can pop a couple of them.
Oh, bro. And like when they do the because it's all just regular donuts with the holes in them. So you say you want Boston cream, they just dip the thing in chocolate, then they squirt the cream into the hole.
Oh, nice.
So it's like everything's made to order. Like the one I got, I had it like a caramel glaze with fucking peanut butter fucking chips on there.
With Boston cream in the middle?
No, I mean you could make whatever you want.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like the possibilities are endless. The diabetes is endless. It's called like baguettes or something like that in Denville. It's right next door to this hot dog joint. So if you want to like just destroy your body over like a couple hours, you just go to the hot dog joint, have a few dogs, and then walk next door for fucking donuts. And then hopefully nap after. I don't know what else you do. You really can't be productive after that. Like, what do you guys plan on doing? Hot dogs, donuts, and then probably sitting. Anybody down for some sitting?
Huh?
I said you can't have any.
So there's a hot dog joint?
Yeah, the weenies. Yeah, there's weenies, and then right next door is baguettes or whatever. Bagnettes or whatever. It's like a French fucking word or some shit.
How you get angry at the word? How do you get angry at the word if you can't say it? Bagnettes,
Now I gotta
French word.
find the name. Now I gotta find the names. It's gonna bother me the rest of the cast. I won't be listening. I'll just be on bag.
It's not baguettes.
It's not baguettes. Let me put donuts in Denville.
There you go. Why don't
That's
you post it on Facebook? Anybody know a donut place in Denville?
Anybody know a donut place in Denville? I need to get over some drug dreams.
Diamond symbol.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll spell it.
Okay, I'll try.
Beigne.
Well, slow it down. Can you slow it down?
IG.
Okay. Beige.
NETS.
Beigenitz.
Beigenitz. I don't know, but go to their Yelp and look at their pictures, bro.
Beigenitz.
Bagnitz.
I don't know. It's not beg. There's an I in there, man.
Benetts. Benetts.
Well, it just sound like you tripped down the stairs.
I should just call them and see what they say when they answer the phone.
BEI. You said BEI.
Yeah, I'm going to call them on the podcast and see what they say.
Okay.
Beignets, thanks.
Beignets, thanks. Beignets, thanks. That guy's like, what the fuck just happened? Beignets.
Great donuts. I just gave them a commercial, though. Should be happy.
Yeah, really. Oh, that's hilarious. Beignets. I am beignets, thanks. Guy's like right now going, I don't know what just happened. But that was the nicest crank call I've ever got in my life.
He just repeated my name and hung up. They just want to confirm that we're who we say we are.
Goddamn right, beignets. Bye.
I'm dying.
You ever seen the movie Love Actually?
No.
Never?
No. I don't watch things
You're
like
a piece
that.
of shit. That's it.
I don't watch Love Actually.
Yeah, that's right. You should watch that. It's a good movie.
I don't like love things.
You should.
Is it good? Who's in it?
Everybody.
Oh, it's one of those all ensemble casts of.
Yeah, it's one of those guys. The guy who wrote Notting Hill. That guy who wrote those movies.
I know. See, I was with a girl one time and made me go see shit like Notting Hill, and it was a very miserable time in my life. I don't like those movies.
Well, shut up. Love Actually has Colin Firth.
Okay.
He died recently. What's his name? God damn it. From Die Hard. The main villain in Die Hard.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, what's his name?
Steve. Barry.
Reichman.
His first name is Reichman?
Alan Rickman.
Oh, Alan
I
Rickman?
think that's Reichman.
Riken?
Shut up.
Barry Riken.
You're a Rican.
Going on IMDb is this important to your fucking Love Actually story?
No, Dick, because you asked me who was in it.
All right. Well, why'd you have to start with the least famous people?
They're not least famous. Reichman? I can't think of his name. He's very famous.
So famous, I don't know who the fuck he is. The fucking guy. The guy that was in the... Yeah, so famous. The last movie you went to recall was fucking Die Hard from the 80s.
He was in Dogma. He was fucking the voice of God.
All right, you should have said that. I would have said I would have said Alan Rickman.
You motherfucker. Well, he's in it.
All right. And those are the two most famous people?
Laura Linney is in it.
All right. I would have led with Linney.
Hugh Grant.
How do you not lead with Hugh Grant?
Because he was the surprise at the end.
This is a surprise? Now you ruined the movie for me, you dick. Now I don't need to watch it. Now I know it's a surprise. Now I'm not going to be happy till I see
the
you.
Whole thing. I held him as my ace in the hole, saying, "Here's everybody," and he's also got Hugh Grant. Ha ha ha! It's a good movie.
Was he dead the whole movie? Is that what the surprise was?
No, I'm not. The surprise was in this conversation, not in the movie.
Oh, okay.
I held him as my ace in the hole to tell you all the celebrities, and then bam! You thought I was done with celebrities?
Well, now I'm intrigued not to watch it still.
Well, you're wrong.
Okay, maybe I'll check it out.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. But Andrew Lincoln.
I like Andrew Lincoln.
He's in it. It was like his first role, I think, ever.
Yeah, let's go. We're wrapping it all in together. Fucking Walking Dead and shit.
Yeah. Maybe that's what.
Does he have his accent in that?
Yeah, because that's his accent.
No, I didn't know if he was still playing an American.
Nah, all the movies from England. It's one of the writer from Britain.
Oh, okay.
Bill Nighy is in it.
Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Bill Nighy, N-I-G-Y. Not Bill Nye the Science Guy. You fucking retard.
You're like Bill Nye?
N-I-G-H-Y. I think that's how you spell
Who's
his name.
he?
Fucking put him up. You'll see him.
All right.
Man. I don't know how to say his name. B-I-L-L-N-I-G-H-Y. Maybe.
All right.
When you see him, you'll be like, oh, that guy. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go to my IMDb phone app while you tell your story, and I'm going to...
Anyway. The point of the movie...
Bill Nye.
You get it. Tell me how you say it.
All right. Give me a sec.
It's not even Mike's Hot Corner. You're just making it hot. You're bringing too much heat on it.
I Love Actually. It's got 7 out of 10.
Of course it does. It's amazing.
Oh, Liam Neeson's in it?
Yeah, Liam Neeson.
Oh, Bill Nye.
See?
I still don't know what he was in Harry Potter, Hot Fuzz.
Something Time.
He was in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
What?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Did I say Time? Did you hear Time in my words?
I don't see no time, nothing.
He's in the movie About Time.
About Time. I said it's a couple in the rain. I wouldn't watch that.
Oh, a movie About Time?
The cover, the poster is like a couple laughing in the rain.
Yes,
it's about love and shit.
Bill Nye and his family have ability to go back in time.
Oh.
Once someone dies, you can't go past where they can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's a really good show.
It's from
really
the guy from Notting Hill. You like that director, Notting Hill guy, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Richard Curtis. You like Richard Curtis?
Yes, I like. He has that About a Boy is one of his movies. I like all of those movies.
Oh, Emma Thompson's in it.
Yeah,
Martin Freeman's in it.
Morgan Freeman.
No, Martin Freeman. He's from. He was in Fargo, the FX series. That's a fucking great series.
Okay.
Keira Knightley.
What?
Keira Knightley.
Yes.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
He's a good guy.
I don't know how to say that name, but I think I did good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Maybe. Anyway, go back to what's the point of this?
It wasn't telling you who was in it. That's for sure. The fucking point of it was I was
You
watching
started telling me who was in it.
No.
Oh, I asked. Yes.
Yes.
But I thought you should have led with a more famous name. That's all I was saying.
Well, look at all the famous names you came upon.
I know.
Right?
But Liam Neeson's in the actual, like he's the man.
Is one of the main guys.
He's on the, on the IMDb ad. He's
going to sell the guy you came and say his name?
No, you should say Liam Neeson, Hugh Grant. They're in the 2 of the top 3 under the cast on IMDb.
The biggest pay. And then Emma Thompson's probably the third.
No,
Laura Linney.
Actually, third is Liam Neeson. Martine McCutcheon is number 2. Hugh Grant number 1.
Martine. What about Colin Firth?
Colin Firth he's down the list, I gotta say.
Oh.
He's after a guy that don't even have a headshot on there.
That's pretty bad.
He comes after Rory McGregor, who plays engineer. So, just so you know. And I'm sure Firth ain't too happy about that, actually.
I actually don't love this.
Yeah.
Anyway, my point was I was watching my movie, and it's about the fucking millionth time I've seen it, and like I said, I'm always emotionally attached to it. I can follow it the whole time. It's like watching Titanic. I can watch it and be emotionally engaged the whole time. Not like, it's my movie. I'm always involved.
You're just in like it's first time.
Yes. And I'm watching it last night, and it's about, like I said, 15 minutes left to the end of the movie. And it's all about couples intertwining, like some couples meeting, some people breaking up, finding new love. And there's this couple who met their stand-ins. That's their job on the movie. They do stand-ins for movies, so they do nude stand-ins. So they met. There were 2 nude actors talking to each other. They met on set of a movie. He finally asked her out, and their first date was like this school concert, like a high school or Christmas concert. So everyone, like the whole movie, culminates with everyone kind of meeting there.
Culminates?
Culminates, right? Culminates. Culminates.
I don't even know what word you're saying, but I know that ain't the right word. Culminates? Accumulates? Oh, culminates. Wait, I don't know. Let me Google that shit.
Culminates, right?
Culminates.
I don't. Clearly, Joe, I'm struggling to find.
No, I'm trying to sound it out. How do you spell it?
And I'm not saying accumulate. I'm not talking about snow.
Oh, wait.
Culminate.
Culminate.
Culminates.
Gather together and combine?
Yeah.
Cumulate. Well, if you go to the if you look at the way they tell you to sound it out, it's
right.
Spelled very. So this is the sound out letters: KYOOMY upside down E.
I don't know how to talk like that. Cumulate. People who are tuning in right now want to know what the fuck just happened.
I'm dying here. My fucking eyes are tearing.
Culminate. It's culminate. 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 I kind of was right.
Okay. Go back.
The movie, they all
culminates.
all the characters kind of overlap. Like they don't interact throughout the whole movie, but at this school, all the characters kind of you see where their lives are tied together at this school.
Okay.
Yep.
Culminating. I got you.
Culminate.
But there was nothing else in the theater. We wanted to go out to the movies.
Right.
I still like the movie experience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do know what you mean.
There you go. But I just you need to watch Fargo, because if you watch Fargo and if you like the movie Fargo, the TV show really captured the feeling of those movies perfectly.
Okay.
And both seasons were phenomenal. You know.
Oh, I'm so glad you annulled because if you didn't,
I don't know what happened to me. I didn't even know why I did that. I just got really. I felt like I was bombing. Like you know, like that warmth that comes there. I go phenomenal. Like
exactly.
Like I got not douche chill. I got douche heat.
Good.
Like
douche heat, right? Like you were like,
oh, what a phenom. What am I, a fucking college girl?
Exactly. I was looking down, and you were like phenom, and I was just gonna look back up, like what? And you're like,
where
no.
that came from, man. I need food or something.
That was hilarious. No. That was good. So we joined the Cub Scouts, and the kid's leader, I guess one of the guys was like a volunteer. I don't know what the fuck he was, but he went to our school. The kid went to our school, and he would have sleepovers, and that kid had video games, like all the best video games. This is fucking, we're talking, 1980, 1979, 1980.
Yeah.
And so he had all the these cool video games. Mm-hmm. And we went to his house, and we would like just hang at his house.
Yeah.
And anytime we got in the car, there'd be like 4 or 5 kids in a van or a car. He would always let one sit in the front. The father.
Okay.
And then whoever sat in the front got his fucking leg and balls played with, pretty much.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like the start of a Netflix documentary.
So like he would reach over and tickle your knee.
Oh.
And like up your whole fucking your whole thigh.
Oh, man. This is where the cast is going.
So it happened to me, but I don't ever remember. We never talked about it. And my good friend who's from grammar school, we hung out I've been talking to him. I never really stopped talking to him the whole time, but we hung out maybe like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, man, you remember Mike's father? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, did he, before I can say a word, he's like, grab your leg in the front seat? I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, he did that to a lot of people. And I was like, why don't we talk about that shit? No one talked about it. So the joke, I tell that story, and the spin on it is I was a little embarrassed, but I also loved shotgun. So you know what I'm saying? It was like a price to pay to sit in the front seat. It's like, I want to be an adult. I don't know what adults do up here. Maybe that's what they do up here.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny how no one ever argued. Like when you were a kid, you're like, shotgun, and everyone called shotgun.
Yeah.
No one ever called shotgun in that guy's car. I was one. I was like, shotgun. And like, yeah, Gaff, you can have it. Yeah, you can have it.
You're like, I'm quick on the draw. Jesus, Boy Scouts paying off. All this training.
I always had shotgun.
Got the shotgun badge.
No one ever fought me for it. No, I wonder why. Because my balls were being fondled. But I didn't
wanted
know
shotgun that bad that you wanted a man to touch you?
I didn't even know that it was a bad thing, man. And this is another thing I came up with, and I wrote this last night. I'm going to try it on stage. I don't give a fuck if it works or not. I'm going to try it. The truth is, as a parent, I'm a parent. You can't have every conversation with your kid. Every possible scenario with your kid? Like, how the fuck you bring that up? Like, hey, what? You're just going to go down a list of shit? Some people are going to try to put shit in your asshole, like, without your permission. Don't let them. Like, what are you bringing up?
My dad had that conversation with me at breakfast one time about people putting things in my asshole.
Well, you're good. But maybe you have an overall, like, hey, listen, man, if anybody ever makes you feel uncomfortable, come talk to me. But what are you going to go down everything that could possibly happen to you?
Did you at least tell your kids not to ride shotgun with an adult?
I'm like, well, it depends on how much you want to play with the radio. Because I got to change the channel all the time.
I had like a code. Did you have like a secret word when you were a kid? If like your parents sent somebody to pick you up and you didn't know them?
No, my parents didn't care enough about me to give me codes.
Yeah, my mother never sent anybody to pick us up. But like back in the 80s when kids were getting, I guess, picked up a lot, they had like a news thing. She had a code word. So
yeah.
I'm like, Mom, what's our code word? I think it was like elephant or something. And like we had this old guy next door, this really old guy named Mr. Hardy, this old dude. And one day I'm walking home from school and he goes, "Hey Joey, you want to ride?" And I'm like, what's the code word?
He's like, what? I just ran. I'm like, ah! I'm like, Mom, Mr. Hardy's guy tried to kidnap me and kill me. He didn't say elephant. She's like, what? I think she even forgot the code word, but I just totally panicked. I ran screaming. Guy was trying to be helpful.
I did talk. I mean, we talked to my kids. I said to my kids that no one will ever pick you up from school without you knowing they're coming.
Yeah.
Ever. And if it's an emergency, the principal, teachers will already know. No one's just going to show up.
Right, yeah.
So don't go with anybody. I don't care if you know them. If they're friends of the family, they will not just show up without the principal knowing.
Yeah.
So that was my way of telling them. But you can't talk about every possible, like, I can't want to, hey, Mikey, if you're out with your friends and your friends follow, I'm like, what do you might want to bring up every uncomfortable conversation with the kid at 8 years old?
Yeah.
Just, hey, I don't know what to say to you, but if somebody touches your balls, let me know. I don't know what to say.
If you're in Boy Scouts and the guy touches your balls in the front seat, get in the back seat.
What? If it makes you uncomfortable.
If you don't, do you like your balls getting touched by anybody other than you? Then I would suggest you not sit in the front seat. Be like, okay, Dad. If you tie my Boy Scout bandana around my neck. Remember what we said. Maybe a little kid like walking up to the car. You want to sit in the front there, Tommy? No, I don't like my balls touched. I'm going to go in the back there, Chief. What?
Nice try, buddy.
I don't know how you guys feel, but y'all want to come in the back with me? Because my dad says up front's ball touching. Poor camp leader don't even know fucking what? he has had shotgun all summer. It's just a lonely drive all summer. So all these kids are afraid to get their balls touched. I swear I don't know where your dad got this from. That's not me.
All right, whatever, Mr. Johnson.
It's all okay, Mr. Johnson. You see a little trickery.
No, you can just sit up front. It's fun. Nah, I'm good.
Nah, no. Oh, bro, slow down. Just and he's got the that accent like Fargo, like the.
Oh yeah.
Like that. I don't know how to do it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Get to the app. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna do it.
That was pretty good, Mike.
I didn't even. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait. What's
Stop. It's hurt.
We're not gonna do it. We can't.
No, we don't have it.
I wish we'll try it.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
That's all I got. Moving on.
You guys do someone from Minnesota? Don't you know?
Like,
do I get the part? Do I get the part? Say it again. Don't you know?
Now you're from Ireland.
Hired. You're the lead in the new Fargo this season. Just cut to me every scene. Don't you know? That'll be my answer to every line. Don't you know?
But you were also moving slow too. Like everything was like, it was like you were in, like giving a report from Apollo 13. Yeah, I mean, just kind of floating around your room. It was weird.
That's where I'm at, Apollo 13.
You replaced Bill Paxton?
Yeah, I'm on a space. What's that new one Elon Musk is doing? SpaceX or some shit?
What?
Elon Musk, the guy who made the fucking the Tesla. He's sending the first people into space, like civilians, like on vacation to the moon. First moon travelers.
You should do news reporting.
It's called SpaceX.
When he just delivered that story was amazing. He's gonna send civilians moon.
Well,
travel. He made the car. That guy.
Well, if I was a news reporter, I would have prepared better for my nightly news segment. But that just came out of nowhere. I didn't plan on talking about SpaceX plans to send 2 tourists around moon in 2018.
Is that the plan?
Yeah. It's an ambitious rocket company headed by Elon Musk. They want to send a couple of tourists around the moon and back to Earth before the end of next year. If they manage that feat, the passengers would be the first humans to venture that far into space in more than 40 years.
Wow, that came right off the top of your head, huh?
Yeah, well, I can prepare. When you give me a few seconds to prepare and get ready, I'm good at
Want to give any
news.
credit to that reporter, or you just read it off your monitor?
That's from Kathy Chang, New York Times.
There we go.
As reported by Kathy Chang, New York Times. So it's just a loop around the moon. That's pretty. That's a
Just a loop. So arrogant. It's just a loop? I don't want to even do it.
no. But I thought it's pretty good. But guess how much the price of that trip is?
500?
Close. That's before. That's before taxes. That's before intergalactic taxes.
Yeah.
The intergalactic tax rate is very high, which makes 500 turn into 90 million.
What the fuck? That's how much the people got to pay to go there?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's how much the spaceship costs.
Can we get Chang back in here real quick?
I was like, wow, that's pretty pricey. That's going to garner a lot of Expedia points.
So it's 90 million for the spacecraft itself.
Yeah.
And the tourists, what are they paying? They're just
don't-
volunteers.
I don't know. I'll find that out and get back to you.
None of that in the story, huh? That was the headline.
I don't see any other numbers in the story, so that's other than
90 months.
90. But it's got to cost at least a couple G's to go on that spaceship.
Okay.
At least. So. Private, 2 would-be private space travelers who wish to remain anonymous for now. So they're probably going to say how much they're paying them. They probably were. I bet they were people that funded this project with him.
Right.
And they're probably like, yo, shoot us to the moon and shit.
Yeah, maybe it's like what they did, like a GoFundMe on Facebook, and like the highest contributors got to go.
Yeah, they're gonna die.
That's why I don't want their names out there.
Yeah. That's when you're so rich. I'm gonna go just navigate the moon.
I can't even go to San Diego. I want to go to San Diego one day. It's like on a bucket list.
Yeah.
These fucking people are going to the moon.
That's
They've
how
done
bored-
everything here on the planet Earth.
That's how bored they are. They're like, honey, you want to get moon selfies? Let's get space. We're gonna fly on SpaceX.
It'll be one woman and a husband. She'll be like bored, like 3 minutes into the flight. Like, we could have went to Barbados. What are we doing? Can't believe you dragged me to the moon again.
So yeah, the spaceship will be automated to fly itself, and the travelers should just be trained for emergencies. So just gonna be sitting there like, the anxiety, like.
Well, you would not be able to handle that. You would be on 2,700 milligrams of Xanax for the whole trip.
I had a dream one time, a long time ago, that I was in a rocket ship going to space, like as an adult. You know what I mean? Just
that sentence wasn't adult-like. Come on.
Yeah, you've never dreamed about space?
Yeah, I did, but in a rocket ship going to space.
Like I was in a space shuttle or something. Like I'm sitting there, and I thought it was cool at first. I'm like, this is cool, In a dream. In a dream, like I was into it. I'm in my spacesuit, ready to rock, and it takes off, and I'm like, wow, like we're going up, and then the moment, like I look out the window, like there's a window right by me, and I saw Earth. I flipped the fuck out, and like woke up in a huge sweat.
Like even in your dreams, you couldn't not have anxiety.
Bro, that's gotta be scary. Like I've been on some rides at like fucking amusement parks where I'm like, yo, this is fucking high.
Right.
Like I'm into this, but yo, this is really high. But like Earth, like you're like, this is high. So high.
The Scorpion is not nearly as high as this.
And if I was like in a spaceship where you're like, nerd NASA scientist is flying this, knows how to do this, get the rocket boosters going into it, But now you just see like a little digital readout that's like doing in your thing. You're like, Just tapping on it like, hey, hey.
You could ask. So everything's smooth so far? Are we smooth? Is
Hey,
it smooth?
computer, aren't we supposed to be going left? The moon's over there. Why? All right, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, you want someone to look at like they're panicking their face. The computer's not going to panic.
Yeah, like,
Computer's just going to go into computer mode, like, and try to save you. You're not having no idea that you're flying headfirst into the sun.
yeah. Exactly. They just floating and shit. I heard I was listening to what's his face? The fuck is that really smart black guy that's always on Bill Maher?
That's on his business card.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
On Joe Rogan.
Hey, can we get that really smart black guy to talk at our school? Who's that? Guys, always on Mars. Oh, only the one really smart black guy that's on the planet Earth, I guess.
I'm not as smart in the afternoon. I'm way more sharp if we did this in the morning. End of summer, baby.
Huh?
End of summer, man. It's sad. I mean, not for me, but you know,
Sure.
I see a lot of people telling me they're sad. The summer's over. But, you know what I mean?
You're like a weird therapist. It's like a therapist goes, hey, you know, I got raped. Did you? Nah, somebody told me they got raped and they feel bad. Like, what are you talking about? Said summer's over. You said, nah, not me. Somebody else was. Like,
No, I mean,
feelings of the world.
No, I'm kind of sad. I do. Fall's my happiest time. I hope.
Really?
No, I usually
Fall?
I like
You know why?
I like the smell of the leaves and shit. Fucking amber waves.
Because your life is like that fall for everybody else. Like for me, fall is death and misery. Your whole life is death and misery. So I think fall is like spring to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but it's
how do you
it's
feel?
the smell of the leaves, fucking pumpkins and shit, fucking
No.
you know,
Can't be
cool
three things
air,
that happen in
fucking
October
s'mores
and then sell me on fall.
s'mores and fires and shit.
I don't care. You could say all the good things that you've seen in a Charlie Brown movie. I don't give a fuck.
I'm Charlie Brown.
I hate fall, man.
Why? It's free air conditioning. It's like it's beautiful. It's just like the air coming through the windows and shit.
Fuck, I hate it.
Fucking, you don't like brown leaves, yellow, brown, red, the changing, the foliage, the fall foliage? You don't like that? What?
This is the upstate New York commercial. No, I mean it looks pretty. I do like the changing of the leaves. I do, but I don't like fall's feeling in the air. It's just it's death, man.
No, that's winter's death.
No, fall
Winter is
death.
coming.
Winter sucks ass too, but that's what fall's doing, preparing you for the miserable winter.
No. It's
Spring
fall,
is
everything's
right.
falling
Spring.
back into place. That's what I look at.
That's a positive spin on fall.
It is.
Falling back in place. I
No, but
put
it's
it
like, you know, to
falling
start.
shit, but you go falling back in place. Okay.
I don't know. I just like it, man. I mean, I like summer. I'm depressed because I didn't get to the beach as much as I wanted this summer.
Right.
So and I'm like, damn, I ran out of time. I kept like putting it off. Like, yeah, next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. Now it's like, boom. But I mean, I go to the beach in the fall. Looking for what? What are you laughing at?
Sometimes just the way you can put a sentence together. Just make
What? What was the sentence I put together?
Just the whole thing. Like I was like this week and next week, and boom, like it was over. Like we got to the end. This week and next week, and then boom, and it's just the way you said it.
That's how it felt. It was like, boom,
Yeah.
summer's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't care about seasons. I don't like fall, but I love spring. I love that April, May when you get to put your windows down and put your music up a little bit. You got like this. That's my favorite time.
Oh, spring is good too. Baseball's coming.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
my
it's
favorite.
a lot of hope, a lot of sunshine heading our way.
Yeah,
It sounds like a song lyric. I don't know.
A lot of hope, a lot of sunshine heading our way. It's like the Parks and
Baseball,
Family.
sunshine heading our way.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm singing a song on accident.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. But
Yeah, the fall. It's just I don't know, man. Just I like it. they found him. So like when the EMS finds you, they don't know what you have no resuscitate.
Right.
But I'm like, why would Tom Petty not want to be resuscitated?
Well, maybe he didn't want to be a fucking.
I get if you don't want to be a vegetable, but
So he's just like, listen, man, it's my time.
yeah, I
66,
know,
right?
I know, but
66.
you Tom fucking Petty.
I know
man.
you can't make the
No.
guy rethink his DNR because you want to go see him in concert.
Yeah, but you
know what I'm saying?
like what if he wrote that on a
'cause you
bad day,
missed him.
like he's having a bad Tom
'Cause you
Petty
missed
day?
his last tour. He's got to not have a DNR.
No, but he was having a bad Tom Petty day the day he did that, and he's like, I don't want to resuscitate. But since then he's had better Tom Petty years, but he forgot to fucking change the.
The DNR.
Yeah, he didn't get a notary public in time. Like he was probably like fuck DNR.
R. I want more. I want a lot of R.
I want resuscitate. Do resuscitate. It stands for do resuscitate.
Do now resuscitation.
Yeah, like they're reading it and he's putting his finger on the end.
Yeah.
In between the reading, like it says do. This guy, he's twitching. He's twitching.
He's pointing at his DNR. No, he's pointing.
He's trying to cover the end. Please resuscitate. I'm Tom Petty. I got a song about this. It's called Resuscitate Man Blues. Don't do me like that. Come on. It's poor Tom Petty. I'm just saying, if you make good coffee, you don't need milk.
Right.
So now what I do when I go out to a place and they give me coffee, I try it black.
Right.
If it's ass, cream. If it's double ass, cream and sugar. Like
That's the thing. That, I mean, they even say with food, when you get a meal, like don't throw salt on it right away.
no.
Take a couple of bites, see where you're at with it. Like it's like when I get a steak, I don't go, let me get steak sauce and just dump it. I'm like, give me a side. I'm gonna take a bite. If it's good enough without the sauce, I don't need the steak sauce.
Steak sauce to me signals this steak sucks ass.
Absolutely.
Because I don't like anything on my steak but a little butter, maybe a little pepper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or like the little like garlic aioli they put on it sometimes. A little.
Dude, I don't even know what aioli is, but if it's on the menu, I want it. I never even Googled it. It just sounds fancy. Like, oh, it's a sandwich got aioli.
Which is just mayonnaise.
Is it?
I think so. I think it's really just a fancy way to say it.
Aioli's mayonnaise? I thought it was like a juice or some shit.
What did you say? Aioli is what?
You said aioli is a mayonnaise? I thought it was a juice or some shit.
Mayonnaise? Is that how it said?
What do you say? How are you supposed to say it?
I don't think I say it like that.
How do you say it?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
See, I have an extra little syllable in there. I don't have that one when I say it. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Did we say it the same way?
No, we don't. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
That's what I just say. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
See?
You're not pronouncing the Y.
You're like mayonnaise.
That's what it's called. Mayonnaise.
I know. That's why it threw me off because I don't say it like that.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
say mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
You put an N in there? Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise. This is mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Whatever's in there. It's just the word is mayonnaise. I don't know what letters are in there to make it up.
It's mayonnaise.
See, that's now I say it. Mayonnaise. That's why it threw me off.
All right. But that's what aioli is?
I think so.
I don't know, man. I think there's like
But look, how do you spell it?
aioli? A-O-L-I, I think. Aioli. A-O-L-I.
A-I-O-L-I.
A-I-O-L-I? Yeah, that sounds right, yeah.
So, well, this one says aioli mayo.
But is aioli...
Shush, man, I'm going to get there.
I know. You're just... It's an Android he's using, people. That's why we can't get...
Sean, I didn't hit enter. I was just reading what was coming
Google,
up.
it's the Google Chrome all fast and shit.
Aioli is a Mediterranean sauce made of garlic and olive oil. In some regions, other emulsifiers such as eggs are used. The name means garlic and oil. So it's not really, but like that's what some places call it, aioli mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's aioli is like mayonnaise. That's what it says.
Okay. So it's like a mayonnaise. All right, whatever. Anyway, we like it. We like it, you know. But I don't even know how we got on the topic of that steak.
Because we're fat in food. That's how we got
fat
on
in
top.
food.
I like to go there at least once when I'm at Uncle Vinny's for a week with the crew afterwards. It's the best burger in New Jersey. Frankie's Bar and Grill in Point Pleasant. Yeah, and KP treated me to a nice burger. They cook it behind the...
Wow, KP treated you. I get nothing from that kid. Just drains me. Drains me from my spirit and my insight and gives me no burgers. Well, all right.
Well, I've known him 4 years now, and his first burger. So I've earned that burger. I've earned.
Yeah, I have too. I have too. Walking that kid off the ledge a few times. That's okay. That's cool.
But yeah, they cook the burger behind the grill, and like this broad that cooks it, she's like, it almost takes too long.
Hold on. They cook the burger behind the grill?
Oh, I'm sorry. The grill is behind the bar. My mind didn't work there. No, you couldn't. You said
that's why it was good, because you go behind the grill and cook it. It's a different way.
So stupid.
That's the secret.
You know where they cook food on the grill? They don't do that. They take the burger, they throw it behind the grill, and it just gets like half the flames. It takes longer that way, but you get all the floor soot and the stuff that's on the walls. That's where the flavor is.
In the wall soot.
They cook it behind the grill. What a Dumbo.
So the grill is behind the
grill's
bar.
Behind the bar.
Look, when I was a kid, because I'm dumb, I, until I was probably 8 years old, didn't understand time lapsing. So like, he was born December, and like fucking April is Easter and he's dead. I'm like, God, this guy only lived like 6 months. And I just couldn't figure out.
No, he didn't die. Right? He didn't die like. Oh, what you thought? I thought you were thinking that now.
Joe, I'm a grown up.
I know. I was shocked. I'm like, I can't believe Mike thinks he was alive for like 6 months. Or 4 months even.
Explain to me how it wasn't 6 months old? Was that what you're going to do? That they didn't put a 6-month-old baby on the cross? Like you were going to draw that down for me?
I thought you would think he like grew real fast.
I did when I was 7.
like he's so godly. Like
that's why I thought.
He was like 24 in 6 months.
Yeah, that's it. Like they sped him through. He was like a god. He grew up real quick, walked around the world, told everybody about his dad, and then died. And that's what I thought.
But he put some carpentry in there in the meantime, in the middle of that.
Well, they call him carpentry, but
built houses. He was like the Kay Hovanian of his day.
Yeah.
Built McMansions in the desert.
But they always say he was a carpenter. What did he build?
Fucking benches and fucking bookshelves and shit. What'd you have back then? Actually, did they have books? Did they have books back then?
Sounds like 38 AD was kind of boring. Just bookshelves and benches.
Wait. Did they have books back then?
It's like wasn't
the Bible the first book?
What?
Did Jesus read books? Did they have books back then?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, if the Bible, I mean, I guess the old one, the old Bible.
I don't know if they were writing the Bible right alongside Jesus. Like, what did you say?
Was there a Bible before Jesus? Like an old Bible?
Yeah, the Old Testament?
Yeah. They had one book. Yeah, BJ said they had one book, the Old Testament. So I guess you don't need a shelf for that. A whole bookshelf for that.
Yeah, think about all the things you didn't need. You need a shelf, you need bookends.
Yeah, but Jesus is all knowing. He probably built like a 6-row shelf. Like, what are you doing? He's like, believe me, it's coming.
You'll see.
It's coming. Once I get done doing all this, they're gonna write another book about me, and then it's gonna lead to all types of other books that, dissect that, and then atheists. Just chill. Come on, give me a banana.
Give me a banana.
Oh no, I just picture Jesus eating bananas.
You picture Jesus eating bananas. All right.
That's why it's not books shelf. But he invented the chair, Shane Donnelly says. Jesus invented the chair?
Oh, please. Joe, there's too much.
Imagine he built crucifixes. He's like, man, ain't this something?
Talk about ironic.
Yeah.
He invented the word ironic as well.
And he was the first one to say, Jesus, I'm the one that built these things.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. God,
This is pretty sturdy craftsmanship, though. I got to be honest.
that's what I get for good craftsmanship. They're like, and some of Jesus' followers probably like, man, maybe he's gonna fall down. Maybe the thing will break and it'll save him. And he's like, nah, these things are built sturdy, man.
This is sturdy. I'm not even getting a splinter up here. It's smooth.
Yeah, I sanded that shit with the Lord, with the with the other Lord.
With the Lord.
Well, because Jesus
This
had
isn't the way to celebrate Jesus'
Jesus
birth.
had a dad, but he is his dad.
That's what they said.